Hi there, my name is Amber Horsley, and it's my distinct privilege to share how amazing our God is with you. In my practice, I have seen a lot of trauma, and it kind of shocked me because I came from such a, you know, simple and beautiful upbringing. And so it was heartbreaking to me to realize how common trauma is. I mean, I know none of us come out of this unscathed, but it blew my mind to see how prevalent it is across the board. And so, because of that, because of how much it's impacted my heart and seeing others in that, a big part of my practice has changed and pivoted towards kind of focusing on teaching people the importance of gratitude and of journaling and of just talking to yourself and how each of these things can be tools for self reflection and for healing. Because I've seen in practice that a lot of people, their chronic pain actually can be from trauma in their past, can be from different emotional things that they've harbored in that then can sometimes create physical pain or different symptoms. And so for my patients, I oftentimes will tell them to journal. And how does that help? How does that work? Well, when we think about our different emotions, because oftentimes if we have an emotionally charged memory, we can think that we've processed it. We can think that we've, rehashed it or that we've come to terms with it. And maybe we have. But oftentimes when we think about that emotion, we're just using that right side brain, just that emotional side. We're not connecting that left side, rational side to it. And so to fully process trauma or different past emotional baggage, things like that, we need to connect left and right side brain. It needs to cross that corpus callosum. And so to do that, journaling or talking out loud helps to bring logic and order to those raw emotions that you're feeling. And so when you journal, you are having to put everything right. You have to write it out. So therefore you have to have a beginning, middle, end. You have to have it in some type of consecutive order. And doing that helps your brain to rationalize some of your past trauma. Or when you speak out loud, when you think, you use one part of your brain, but when you speak, you use three parts. That same part to think, but also the part to speak and hear your own voice, Broca's and Wordkey's areas. So it goes 3 times as deep. I know for myself, in the past when I've prayed something in my mind, I'll pray it and I'll hear it earnestly. But then if I speak that same prayer out loud, I could start crying. It could hit me so much deeper. Or if I have a certain problem or something I'm trying to figure out, like if I start speaking out loud, I sometimes be like, oh, hey, there's my answer. I was trying to figure that out, but now that I said it out loud, there it is. There is power in speaking out loud. And so I often tell people, like, hey, when you're in your car, just talk to yourself. Just word vomit all those things. Or if you're journaling or any of those things. So oftentimes it's good to go back to that first emotionally charged memory. If you have a certain memory that still gets you riled up or that your emotions start to spike, you probably haven't processed it fully. And so start with that one. Just either writing or just talking out loud. Who, what, when, where, why, how, just like word vomit what happened and how to make you feel and all these things. And going through that process can be something to maybe help you come to terms with it. And I know in my practice, I've seen that some people, once they went home and started doing that internal work, their pains were relieved. They felt so much better. Trauma can leave a big mark. And so much healing can come when we start to process those things. So I would encourage you, play with that. I would encourage you to go back through your different memories, just journal, write it out, talk out loud, do a gratitude journal, all those things. It is powerful how starting that healing and connection journey can impact your life.